everyone, and welcome to Mupo and Friends. We are
Emanuela Messina,
and I am Michelle Mupo.
And we're brought to you by Mupo TV.
And you could catch this show and many others at www.mupotv.com. That's www.mupotv.com. And if you want to know more about what we're doing, if you want a career in the industry, just go to mupoentertainment.com. Click on all the buttons and you'll see what's up.
That's it. You're not going to talk about the gala that's coming up. You're not going to talk about the magazine. You're not going to talk about any of that stuff.
Do you have the magazine on you? The two magazines on you?
Wow. Like these ones? These ones, right? These ones?
Yeah.
There
those
you go.
So you guys, you can go to the store, purchase them. And remember, if you're coming to the gala, let's talk about the gala a little bit, okay?
Let's.
So the gala is July 21st, 2023.
Yeah. First ever gala.
It is. It's going to be one that you're going to want to be a part of. Now, the next thing is the gala is, everyone's like, why are you doing a gala? Why are you doing it? We're doing a gala, A, because we can, B, because we're women and we just want to rock it. And we want a chance to get everyone together and show them how we appreciate them and the talent that they have, basically.
Yeah. And there's a lot of talent that we have. And I think it's important to mention too, that you've been working on this for a couple of years now, right? And I think people forget that part. And it's just like the next step to getting to the next level. And this is why we really want to push this gala and have everybody together and really showcase, because only up from here, I feel, for the gala.
True. I mean, we have an app on Android and iOS. If you guys download the app, you can watch the shows. You can cast it out to your smart TVs, whatever you want to do. You could also watch it on mupoentertainment.com, mupotv.com. We're the next up and coming.
Yeah.
I mean, we're a digital TV platform. We have a print magazine. We have a record label. We have a talent agency. We have distribution. We have publishing. You name it, we got it. I'll say that Jersey style. But I mean, the whole thing is like, okay, everyone's like, why did you start Mupo? I started Mupo because people were bothering me to start up and teach them what I know about the entertainment industry, because obviously I've been in it.
Yeah.
And one thing led to another. But you can download the app. You could watch us on Android, iOS, really all the TV formats. You go to Roku, Fire Stick, you have to go to Vimeo and then look up Mupo Entertainment. We're there. Yeah.
And tell them that they can come to the gala. You guys are invited to come and be part of the making of Mupo too. So how do they do that?
Well, they show up, either buy tickets if they want to be inside the event. And the tickets are on mupoentertainment.com. Just go to the shop, click on the gala button. And if you want to also be a sponsor, or should we say a co-executive producer, there's a button for that as well. We have quite a few people that have been stepping up and really want to see this happen. And that's amazing. And we're so grateful for each and every one of you. I think there's a lot of talent out there, especially in the East Coast, that is not recognized. So I'm going to start off with the East Coast first. And then, who knows, maybe, we could work our way. We do have some West Coast, though. We do.
We do. We have a few.
Louis Bellis, but I mean, it's all a part of getting together.
Yeah.
Following your heart, never giving up, showing up. That's what Mupo's about.
And it's all going to be in Jersey. I don't know if you mentioned that before, but it's in Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey. We got to say New Jersey.
New Jersey. Sorry.
Because there's a New York, there's a New Jersey.
Say it with your accent so I can try and say it.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
No, it's Jersey. I don't know. I don't really
either.
Like, it's funny. Like, somebody asked me the other day, how do you say coffee? So I say coffee.
Coffee.
How do you say coffee?
Coffee.
You say it with like you're coughing, like you're sick.
Like coffee. I'm gonna have a coffee. I'm not gonna have a coffee. I don't say it that way. Oh my God.
I'm excited. I mean, Jill doesn't know what she's in for because I told her we're using the house for one of the
Oh,
scenes.
yes. Yes.
We
I
have
don't think she minds. She's pretty outgoing,
can
that
be
one.
wild. Oh, but
Oh, yeah,
it's
funny.
gonna be it's gonna be a thing. So you'll be able to watch the making of Mupo Entertainment.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people to thank and a lot of people that have actually helped us with our mindsets and everything else to continue to just do this.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about this. You know me, I'm an animal lover.
I am too.
So I'm very excited about this next two guests.
Two guests.
Yeah, we have two people coming on. And it's something that you're just gonna have to catch it right after the commercial break. So we're gonna take one right now.
And welcome back to Mupo and Friends. And our special guests today are the dynamic duo behind PETZBE, the leading social media pet app that revolutionizes the way pet owners connect and share with their furry companions' daily lives. With a passion for pets and shared vision, they created a unique platform where pets take center stage, sharing their stories and adventures through their own perspectives. Through PETZBE, they have fostered a vibrant community where pet owners can come together, celebrate the joys of pet ownership, and form meaningful connections. With dedication to creating a safe and engaging space for pet lovers, has made PETZBE the go-to destination for pet enthusiasts worldwide. Please welcome to Mupo and Friends, Andrea Nerep and Chelsea Riggs. Hello, ladies, and welcome to the show.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank you so much for having us. We're super excited.
Well, we're pet fans, so I'm obviously a dog fan. I love all animals. Even monkeys are one of my favorites.
Even monkeys.
Yeah, even monkeys. So, Andrea, you dug into entrepreneurship and created a social media app called PETZBE, which is a platform for pet owners to actually share their pets' daily lives from their pet's perspective. So what type of experience can pet owners and their pets expect from this app?
Well, the most essential part of the app is really how nice and loving the community is. You imagine people coming together, but sharing their pets' lives. So it's not about sharing selfies or sharing about unrealistic standards of life that you can see on traditional social media, but it's really just a relaxing space to, you share the love for pets and it's easy to share and to connect. And, you tell other users that you love them and how great they are. So it's just a really positive space. And I think that's the most wonderful thing about PETZBE.
And Chelsea, you are the director of growth for PETZBE. And how were you introduced to Andrea, and what strategy did you pitch yourself to become part of this business?
Oh, so I've always loved apps, so I would just kind of research, and I already worked in the pet industry. I have a lot of pets myself. So I had found PETZBE in the app store, and I reached out to Andrea, and, at the time I was reaching out to different pet brands that I, enjoyed and found their products to be really amazing. And I was already on Instagram, with all of my different pet Instagrams. So I was like, oh, this is so cute. This is a specific place for us to do this. And I reached out to her, and luckily Andrea is a person that answers cold emails. So, it was awesome because then we just remotely connected and it was history from there.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So kind of reminds me of Mupo in a way, but
yeah.
The pictures on the apps are dogs and cats, at least the ones that I've seen. So what percentage of the users are dog and cat owners versus other types of animals? What other types of animals are actually on the app?
I would say it's about 50% dogs, 40% cats, and then 10% mix. And we've seen, birds and lizards. We've seen hedgehogs. Even like a Mexican salamander I saw once, which was amazing. Ducks. It's really all sorts of animals, and all the camps are so fun. Like people get really creative and sharing. You know, we had this campaign going on to support pets in Ukraine. And so we had this sticker, and for every time they shared it, PETZBE donated money to support pets in Ukraine. And I saw this little post of a Mexican salamander, like, I support Ukraine. And I was like, how cute is that? That's where a Mexican salamander, like, is very passionate about this thing.
Yeah, he's an activist.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh my God, that's so cute. So let me get this straight. Humans post pictures of their pets and talk on the app as if they're the animal.
Yes.
Is this app strictly posting, or is there a chat feature?
No, you share photos and videos, and a lot of people comments to communicate, but we don't have a private chat feature because it's really pets talking. So there's nothing private to chat about really. And it's also to keep it safe for younger people who wants to join, because, you know, that eliminates elements of, you know, if people connect in you know, ways that they shouldn't. So we're going to keep it that way.
Yeah, we're very protective of the safety in that regard. And it's like on every other app, you can kind of, you know, communicate directly. But for PETZBE, it's like pets don't really need to, you know, if you want to, then you can be like, oh, email me here or something. But then it's sort of like you actually bring it to a separate interaction.
My kids would be all over something like that. So that's amazing.
I love that.
I gotta show them tonight when they come home from school.
They love it. That's one of my favorite things about PETZBE. Even like my 11-year-old cousin who lives in Puerto Rico, she's always on PETZBE. I always see her posting all of her different animals. She has like an account for each of her animals and switch between them, and it's so cute.
I love that. So good. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back.
Back with Andrea and Chelsea from PETZBE. How does posting as your app relieve everyday stress and anxiety? Can you just tell us?
I think people have this fundamental need to belong to a community and to, you know, get positive feedback or some recognition from other people. And when you're in a space where you can, you know, connect with similar-minded people and just be a silly version of yourself, that is a relieving aspect, because we do seek to connect in niche communities. And when you are sometimes on traditional social media, it's very scattered, and you're constantly exposed to compare yourself to other people, perhaps in their lives, but you don't compare yourself to other pets. So in that way, it really gives it's a relief. And then it's also amazing to just look at cute photos of, you know, pets, like cats and dogs and all of the other animals that are on there. So that itself releases, you know, a relief, a stress relief.
Yeah, it allows people to be creative as well. You know, like a lot of people might not have that outlet or, you know how to create it for themselves without any pressure. And, you know, it's just very cute because it gives people an avatar, because I know, you know, I give my pets voices. Like that's a big part of having an animal, is what you think their perspective and their, you know, point of view and their voice is like. And, you know, in that way, it's just like allows you to sort of have this creative, no pressure, cute space where you can just actually have fun on social media, and that's the focus.
And so through PETZBE, what have you guys learned through the pet community?
That is one of the best communities on the planet. Like people get so loving with each other, and you know, when people meet for their pets, even if it's online or if it's on the street, the pet breaks down barriers between people. Like, and you connect in ways that you wouldn't connect otherwise, because it's not about what the other person, you know, like some people sometimes have the tendency to judge or have preconceived, you know, notions about each other. But when a pet is there, it's like, it's all forgotten. So it really is one of the best communities.
Yeah, and I know this is crazy, but I don't even like to talk to people who don't have pets. I just don't.
It's hard it's hard to trust them the same way.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, so
Yeah.
there's been a lot of talk recently about children's safety online. What type of regulations do you have in a place to ensure a safe environment for younger users?
Well, to start with, there are a lot of things in the app. Like we have banned thousands and thousands of words that you cannot type into the app. And that also includes any phrases that could be identified as some sort of bully language. So that's one thing. And that's a system that we have in place. We have also AI recognition for photos. So should there be anything that the system recognizes as inappropriate or just as human, it will flag it. And then we have community managers that are amazing that go through any flag content to see if there's anything going on. And I think that's one of the most important things when you have an online community, because you have to make sure that you stand true to your promise. And it goes a lot of effort in monitoring things. And then also, as for children, we don't have any private chats. There's no way of them to communicating off the platform. So in that way, we keep it safe.
I love it. And we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Welcome back to Mupo and Friends with Andrea and Chelsea. So Andrea, you're Swedish born and attended New York University, where you were in the Masters of Marketing. And at what point in your life did you decide to move to New York City? And how has the marketing helped you with your own business?
So I've always wanted to live in New York City since I was a child. So I knew like I had to get in some way, but I moved to New York in 2014 to pursue my master's degree in marketing, as you said. And it has helped me so much in my business, because not only did it give me a better understanding of the American market and how you communicate for it, because it's very different from Sweden, as you can imagine. So that's been a huge help. And also just the New York itself as a city is amazing. There's so many inspiring people or inspiring people who want to achieve a lot. So just the energy there, it makes you really excited about life and entrepreneurship or anything you set your mind to do, essentially.
And Chelsea, what was your work background before joining PETZBE?
So I have always been, I went to film school at Emerson College in Boston. So I've always been a photographer and a filmmaker, and I create a lot of content. And then I think a little bit after college, I started doing mainly animal-based content because I had my pets, and I was like, okay, like, what do I want to like intertwine my art and money with? Because I didn't really want to do feature films as much. I just loved making like short form content. So in terms of that, I just started making a lot of art of my pets. And, at the time I saw there wasn't a lot of authentic marketing for pet products. It was a lot of stock imagery and stuff like that versus actual pets utilizing products. So I just, would reach out. I worked with Pretty Litter and all these different pet brands. And yeah, I would just like make real content of them. One of my dogs, she's a big PETZBE and TikTok star. Penelope, she's actually you might hear her trying to bust through the door because she hates when I'm on Zoom calls, but that's it. Fame has really gotten to her head. So that was kind of it just was a natural progression with making art and wanting to have authentic marketing for these products that I actually believed in. Because it's also the pet industry is growing so rapidly, and it's can be a confusing space if you are a new pet parent, or you don't you know a lot of things about veterinary care and stuff like that. So I've always loved to go out of my way to educate people on how to most effectively have animals and integrate them into their homes and training and stuff. So yeah, all of that kind of combined is how it's worked out.
What type of fundraising activities do you guys have, and how does the community help you?
So we have an in-app campaign every third Sunday of the month called Lend a Paw. And for each photo shared that day with the hashtag Lend a Paw, we donate $1 to an animal rescue or cause. And so far we have donated almost $200,000 to animal rescues. And it's a really beautiful thing because people get super excited for Lend a Paw. And also before Lend a Paw, there's a countdown, and they're fluff up your paws. We're getting ready to Lend a Paw this Sunday. And it's really cute. People love it, and they get to participate in something that is doing good for animals in an easy, attainable way. So and come together as a community.
That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So from a standpoint of community engagement, how do you actively respond to your user feedback, suggestions, questions to the show, and their inputs? Is it valued?
People reach out all the time to suggest new things, features, or little campaigns, and that is the most essential feedback for us. Most of our new features that we develop is per request from our users, and sometimes we also have surveys, in-app surveys, where they can fill in wishes or things that they want, which a lot of people actually respond to. It can be 3,000 responses. We're okay, good thing that we organize this in a format so that we actually can go through it. So it's all comes from them. I mean, most of it, but so yeah, it's extremely important to be in tune with your community and make sure that you understand why they are using it, how they're using it, and what triggers is it that makes them happy, and also that makes them come back to the app.
So Chelsea, your growth is an ongoing process requiring a combination of marketing efforts, user engagement, and continuous improvement of the app. On a daily basis, how do you implement the ongoing success of PETZBE?
We have a lot of systems in place. We love to feature users within the app. So whenever somebody has some amazing content, we'll always just send out a push notification to all the users to telling them about that specific post. I use in our marketing a lot of user generated content. Just because there's so much amazing cute content, it makes me really proud when it's you'll see it's a 16-year-old girl with her Pomeranian in Brazil, and she makes all this really fashionable, hilarious content, or she photoshops these elaborate, amazing, just schemes with her little chihuahua, and it's so cute. So in that way, I use, some of our content, a lot of content of Angus, who's Andrea's dog and co-founder, co-CEO. So it's a mix between PETZBE users, and then we, always shout out to them on other social media platforms. Now you're able to share PETZBE posts via text, and, rather than just a screenshot, you can kind of do it to Facebook or Instagram very quickly. Or like I said, via text. And so really all of those things on the daily, reaching out, community management on other social media platforms as well. So say somebody doesn't know to email us to ask us a question or ask within the app on Angus's site, sometimes people will DM us or comment on a post, and we always make sure to be available for that kind of stuff. So yeah, a lot of the growth, it's kind of creatively integrated, organic, grassroots growth management, so that kind of stuff still pays off now, where we're always getting new users organically. Yeah, so that is it's just as big of a part of it as any paid marketing we do.
I seriously think we need to put them on our Mupo page with a link.
I think so too.
You know how I'm obsessed with animals.
Yeah.
So you guys have your own animals, and what type of animals do you have? What are the silliest posts that you've ever posted of your animals on PETZBE?
So I have a dog. It's a Brussels Griffon. It looks like kind of outer space monkey / bat, I would say. and
A monkey.
Yeah, he looks like one. And he, in my view, he has this kind of snooty personality. He's like very peculiar and likes the finer things in life. And I think most of his posts are very silly. He always uses the hashtag "oh so handsome" because he thinks he's so incredibly handsome. He very often disses on me, like, "Oh, mommy, you're so silly." And you know, he'll use words like, "This is preposterous. I only got one dinner tonight." So like his persona is always very silly.
I love it.
Yes, which is very much like that. And I have 4 dogs and 6 cats, and then I have 2 big horses and 2 mini horses. So
What kind of dogs?
So I have 2 German Shepherd Rottweiler mixes that are going to be 11. And then I have Bobo, he's a Border Collie Australian Shepherd mix. And then Penelope, she is a Husky and Native American Indian dog mix. So Penelope is the one, she watches television. So her whole thing is she watches a lot of TV shows. So she'll watch stuff about PETZBE or, different animated films or stuff like that. So that's probably, I say that I give all of them careers on Instagram and PETZBE and stuff, somewhat parodying people with careers on, people have real careers, but still it's like, the pets doing it. So Penelope's career is that she's a professional ballerina. So, I have like a black swan poster of her and her with pointe shoes on. And some people actually believe that she's a ballerina. So that shows you I'm very good at my job. But
That's excellent. So we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with the conclusion of our interview with Andrea Nerep and Chelsea Riggs from PETZBE.
So before we wrap things up, we have one last question. If you were an animal, which breed would you be and why?
Well, I mean, I would be my own animal, or my own pet, Angus, and he's a Brussels Griffon, a dog, and I would be him because, I mean, that's the one I identify with the most of all the pets out there. Like, he is an extension of me, so it's
Great answer.
What's hilarious about that question is it's like when I was, I don't know if you guys played this game when you were little where you're just like, I'm a dolphin and I live, I live like off the coast of South Africa, or, like kids are always just pretending they're some type of animal. For me, all of my animals are probably different facets of my own personality. So, when I think it would be very cool to be a bird so you could fly. But so if I was really going to realistically answer this question for you guys, probably a bird. But, just because that would be a very cool experience. But
that would be cool.
Yes.
So good. Well,
I'm glad she didn't, but wait, hold on. I'm glad she didn't say that she was a fly on the wall.
That would be it.
Oh, that's so good. It's been amazing visiting you both today. And you guys can follow, like, and subscribe to Andrea Nerep and Chelsea Riggs at www.petsbe.com. That is PEZBE.com. And you can find the PETZBE app on your phone through Apple and through the Google Store.
And as always, thank you for tuning in to Mupo and Friends, courtesy of Mupo TV. And you can catch this show and many others at www.mupotv.com. That's www.mupotv.com. And you could catch us on Roku and Fire Stick, Vimeo. And make sure you download our app on Android and iOS. And we're looking forward to seeing many of you at the Gala Awards ceremony of the making of Mupo Entertainment, July 21st, 2023. If you are open to being at the gala and being at the red carpet event, we will see you there. Go to the website and check us out.
And this is Emanuela Messina with our host, Michelle Mupo. And until next time,
Have a Mupo awesome week.